Have you got cash to splash and desk spots to slot? Do you go googly-eyed cooing over plastic boxes that remind you of plastic boxes you once knew? Well, you've certainly found the perfect nostalgia milkers. We'll tick all your check boxes and be back next year with a pitch for an all-new box that reminds you of a different box you'd forgotten you wanted to remember. Allow me to present innovation at its most innovative. Ancient classic games you played yesterday for free on your PC via emulation, without the extra boxes. Welcome to Retro Games Limited's entire lineup. So melancholy soaked you won't believe it's legal. For starters, how do you fancy an Atari 400 emulator in a pint-sized box that looks just like a full-sized Atari 400? A limited selection of games we've decided are the best, played via a joystick that mimics the painfully square Atari CX-40 model that blistered your child-sized hands back in 1979? Not an Atari fan? What about a Commodore VIC-20 emulator in a box that replicates the style of the Commodore VIC-20? It's the #1 computer of the future from the past, featuring a curated list of 64 games brought to life with a device resembling a Competition Pro joystick. One of the only 2 models you failed to break back when you were knee-high to a grasshopper. Received that box in your Christmas stocking last year? Already dumped it on the charity shop's step or the back of your cupboard? Why not zoom into the fast lane with a Commodore 64 emulator in a miniature box that's remarkably similar in aesthetic design to the Commodore 64? Obviously, it's also equipped with 64 games of our choosing and a replica Competition Pro joystick that takes its cues from the immensely popular Competition Pro joystick someone else designed. Ah, that was your diminutive birthday present the year before, of course. Okay, well, you're bound to be in the market for a Commodore 64 emulator in a larger box that mimics the visage of a full-sized Commodore 64. Up to 17 million fans of the original invented by not us can't be wrong. If it's color clash and dead flesh keyboards that float your rainbow, our ZX Spectrum emulator in a ZX Spectrum 48K boxy ornament is the clone for you. Undoubtedly a timeless, iconic masterpiece envisioned by a genius, engineered by techno prodigies. Ready to make the leap to advanced 16-bit box technology? Then you'll be begging to invest in our superior Commodore Amiga 500 emulator in a micro box crafted in homage to the game-changing Commodore Amiga 500. Inconceivably forward-thinking, miraculous wizardry conceived by Not Us Incorporated. 25 games picked on your behalf, developed by someone else, a replica tank mouse, and reimagined CD32 joypads sweeten the unmissable steel. Forget collect-em-all Pokemon. They don't come in boxes. It's Retro Games Limited's looky-likey gaming boxes you'll want to hoard, stick on the shelf, dust and polish. As an added extra bonus, thank you to our loyal customers, we'll even deliver them in a pristine presentation display box constructed from the finest decorated cardboard, further lovingly packaged in a brown corrugated cardboard postal box. So sod the planet, chuck out Retro Arch today, and find room in your heart for living in a box.